Come on. Oh, there it is. It's still, it sounded fine in the recording test site, but it's still a little bit high in my headphones. So I'm going to do that, and then do that, and hopefully that will balance out. Woof. Hey, April. All right. This is a game that was in, I think this was just in the Palestine itch.io bundle. Don't totally remember. But it's on my bundle games list. It's called Commune Corvidae. It's about being a crow man, doing crow stuff. I don't know that much about it, obviously, but it seemed real cool. It was one of the ones in that bundle that like stood out when I was looking through that list. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Depending on how this game is and whether or not it feels like, oh, this should be a 2-hour game. I also have some other stuff. I could play Soul Searching because that looked interesting. And I also downloaded the Sable demo. Is there mouse sensitivity? Yeah, okay. Still a little high. Something about this vertical mouse is like the sensitivity is always really high. That's a little better. I might still turn it down further, though. Glad you're finally awake. You really shouldn't go flying around in a storm like that. You're a descendant of Corvid, aren't you? Didn't think there were any of you left. Don't worry, you won't get any judgment from me. Sins of the parent and all that. I'll work on getting your way in back open. The storm blocked out the entrance a bit. There's probably another way out through the cave back there if you've got a light. Ooh. That's pretty good. Oh, man. Discarded Astrolabe. Enter menu, choose Astrolabe if you're stuck. Alright. Hi, Mega. That's cool. Okay. Big tower. Oh, this game didn't. Hold on. It didn't capture my mouse pointer, which is a little bit annoying because I don't want to accidentally click out of the window. But also, I'm definitely setting Lantern to toggle. Wait. I don't know why there's a setting for mouse sensitivity and for look sensitivity. I don't know what that means. Hell yeah. Yo, you might be just a Corvid, but I bet you could still climb this. Guess I could show you. Oh, this is Breath of the Wild. It's okay, though, because Breath of the Wild is just Shadow of the Colossus, as we all know. Yeah, so the hook of this game, according to the itch.io page, is basically that you can climb up anything and then fly, and it's like an exploration game. I bet you can glide over this gap with those Corvid wings of yours. Just jump in midair and you'll glide. Okay. Hi, Hexa. Whoop. Alright. This game is just entirely about, whoa, climbing around and then flying off things. I'm in. That's all I want out of open world games. Here we go. Yeah, this is a short hike to Origins. Explains how we got on that mountain in the first place. Is there a sprint? Oh, there's a sprint. Hold on. Oh, yeah. This is video games. I've said this before, but I'm a big sucker for like the PS1 graphic style indie game thing, and it's not really even a nostalgia thing. I just think it's good. I like to look at it with my eyes. That's a good view. I wonder, probably can't climb high enough. There's a path over here. I wish, is there not a button to like fall when you're flying? Let me check the keybinds. Ooh. Mausoleum. I'm gonna be mad if this is secretly a scary game. I didn't sign up for spooks today. I signed up for crow stuff. Can you interact with any of these things? Haven't seen one of your kind around here in quite some time. God, I clicked out of the window again. Hold on. This is the annoying thing. And I've used Unity, so I know it's just a setting that you can toggle. But this game doesn't capture my cursor, so I clicked out of the window, which is very annoying. Corvidae's utopian dream may have proven to be a cynical con, but the spirit of the Order lives on with us. We do our best to work together in the spirit of the people. You're always welcome here, no matter what the others' glances and whispers may suggest. They may just harbor prejudice from the past. So I'm basically a descendant of an old crow king who seems like he did some real fucked up shit. God damn it. And now I'm back, baby. And everybody is mad at me by association. I didn't think any Corvidae would dare to show themselves here since the collapse. That astrolabe you picked up recognizes you. Its power should still remain if you need to give your wings a break. I suggest taking that astrolabe to the shrine on the opposite peak. Can't imagine it gets much traffic these days, but you might fare better there. Oh, cool. I'm gonna climb. Yeah. Now, let me climb. There we go. Let me see if there is... Are there keybinds? Yeah, okay. I guess I can dive and rise with FNR. Just seeing if there's a way of, like, stopping flying once you're flying. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. No. I don't think so. Let me see if I can... No. I don't think anybody has eyes. Look at this person here. They have nothing to say to me. Can't get over the lip here. Come on. I think that's where I was supposed to go. I'm gonna go to that tree instead, though. Oh. Some pretty cool. Wow, look at that. World design seems real neat. Like, good. Ah! Whew. Alright. Oh, can I fly forever? Is there no stamina on flying? That's interesting. That tree's further away than I thought it was. We'll just go hang out on these roots. I wish I could rotate the camera without rotating my character. Maybe I can land here and then climb up. Nope. Come on. Yeah. There's an airship over there. I wonder if I can get up there. If I get high up on this tree, I could probably get over there. Probably go back over to that spire at some point, though. I assume this game came out recently. I don't know for sure, but I assume that this game, this game is obviously doing Breath of the Wild, right? But I like that this game is taking influence from the parts of Breath of the Wild that are interesting, which a lot of games that are influenced by Breath of the Wild didn't, which is to say the ability to climb around on things and then jump off of other things, which is the good part of Breath of the Wild. Everything else is basically ancillary to that. Because the thing that... Oh, that's really cool looking. Oh, it's moving. The thing that makes Breath of the Wild work as an open world game for me is that unlike a lot of open world games that are just like a big box with stuff in it, right? Of oh, here's some enemies that I threw into this sandbox. That it's a game that's fundamentally about creatively navigating its environment. That's an open world game where the open world is the game. In a way that so many open world games aren't. A lot of open world... Catch my cursor. A lot of open world games are kind of boring to me because of that. And so it's nice to see a game in the indie sphere that is doing that part of Breath of the Wild as opposed to just sort of I don't know, general open world stuff and saying that it's influenced by Breath of the Wild, I feel like, which is where a lot of the influence of that game has gone so far. And climb this big tree. I don't need to do anything else. This is all I need in a video game. Yes, also that. also an excellent point with less transphobia and more crows, so it's kind of a double upgrade. If only I captured my mouse cursor, it would be the perfect video game instead of sort of annoying. Let me up. Oh boy. Oh. Don't know. See if we can get a little nook here to regain our stamina. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's fair. You know, Yeah, that's fair. You never know. Fuck, come on. Alright, well, let me see. Maybe we can get up there now. I like to think that statistically, there's less chance of running face first into transphobia in an itch.io game than a AAA game, but that statistic is still not 0%. So I'm gonna make it to the top of this tree. I'm not gonna make it to the top of this tree. Alright, well, let's see what's down here then. We'll go down to the first floor. Whoa. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Oh, I got respawned. Yeah, probably not. But you know, you gotta test your limits. You know what I mean? All right, since we respawned here, I'll go to the spire or whatever that the person actually told me to go to, and then I'll go back to fucking around. Because the thing that I am also curious about, which I assume we'll get, yeah, exactly, test the game space, push at the edges, like the Stanley Parable. I'm curious what the structure of this game is, like whether you have a quest to do or if it's like pretty purely just sort of here's a place to fly around in. Oh, I wonder, will the astrolabe send me back? Where does this send me? Oh yeah, there we go. Are you going to tell me? Shrine on the opposite peak. Yeah, so when I fell into the, like, sea of clouds or whatever beneath the... Oh, there's a day-night cycle! Whoa! That's a cool... I like that, like, weird pixel lighting. That's pretty neat. Yeah, when I fell into the, like, sea of clouds or whatever, under that tree, I respawned back where I started, but then the astrolabe is, like, I guess the fast travel system, so that teleported me back to that little temple. I really love the look of that lighthouse. That's really cool. So that's where we need to get to. I'm going to see if I can climb up this lighthouse and then jump off it, because if I can, then I might be able to make it. Oh yeah, I guess these are like sky islands, I'm noticing now. That explains why I fell into the abyss. I feel like I should be able to run with my lantern out. Doesn't seem like there's anything in there. Oh, I guess I have to... Ooh, camera. Oh god. Okay, there we go. I don't envy any developer, especially an indie dev, trying to figure out how to make a third-person camera in a game about navigating tight spaces. Yeah! Yeah, I can see that. It does kind of have Ocarina of... Fuck, come on. It does kind of have Ocarina of Time energy to it. I was thinking about replaying Ocarina of Time recently. I won't, because that game's really long. But I was thinking about it. Oh, can I not, like, switch surfaces? Oh. Okay. Oh. Did not know I could cling to ceilings. This is a whole new dimension. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's the... the 3DS ports of those... I don't know if you have a 3DS, Hexa, but I recall the 3DS ports of those games being quite good. Oh. Don't fall back down. I don't want to climb up again. Alright. Now we're here. And I think the N64 controller is very good for about 3 games. And for all of the rest of those, it's bad. But those 3 games, mwah. Oh, there's windows here. I hope I didn't climb all the way up here for nothing. No! Let me through. I feel like as far as really bizarre Nintendo controller designs, I would take the GameCube over the N64. Alright, well I think I'm gonna have to go all the way back down now, because it doesn't look like there's a hole in the top of this lighthouse, so I might just be stuck. Video games. I'll have to think of a few more good Nintendo 64 games first, because there's like 6. I mean, I guess I've never played Doom 64. I've heard it's good, but the idea of playing an FPS with a 64 controller seems horrifying. Same thing with like Turok or whatever, but that's also a video game I have not played. That's a nice night. The airship in front of the moon. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, any kind of console first-person shooter, especially, like, they had not figured that out until, what, like Halo, I guess? I mean, even GoldenEye plays, like, that game is bizarre to go back to. It plays so weirdly. I think Perfect Dark holds up a bit better, but that game is also very strange. Ah. Forgot to flap my wings. Didn't you say there was a Nintendo 64 port of Command and Conquer? Or was that on the PSX? Because that also seems like a nightmare to control. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, where'd the collision go? I was gonna climb the mountain. Yeah, StarCraft 64. That also seems like a whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't envy the developer who was told, like, hey, port StarCraft to the Nintendo 64, so if that game is, like, playable at all, I feel like that's a huge achievement. Command & Conquer on PSP. Also probably not very good to control, but that sounds kind of fun. I like the idea of a little portable RTS. Yeah, totally. I mean, there still isn't really, in the sense of, like, that, like, PC RTS, right? Like, there have been console RTSs, but you just have to design, like, an entirely different way of playing an RTS to match, because it's just a totally different, like, style of game. All right, we're going to park on this little lip. We're going to park on this little lip. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Bring back the voice controller. Do you remember Hey You Pikachu? Pokemon channel? I played those games a lot. You could talk to Pikachu. It was great. God, I would love if they brought back voice control for video games. It's like smell-o-vision. Alright, there's another little lip here. It's very funny that there's a Tom Clancy game named End War, by the way. War Tales. I hate that I saw that trailer for War Tales yesterday, and the first, like, 75% of it was like, wow, this is the most boring thing I've ever seen. And then they said, it's an open world RPG that's tactical and you control a band of mercenaries. And I was like, well, I guess I'm buying this video game. Sold, unfortunately. I think that might have been after you went to bed, Hexa. I don't... Because I think it was on... I don't... Stop making me clip through this mountain. I think it was on the PC Gamer Show. It's called War Tales. It looks like a super... It had an extremely boring, generic, like, fantasy presentation. But then they showed the actual game, and I was like, well, that's a video game that I'll play. Alright, that didn't work either, so I'm gonna explore the space a little bit and see if we can find, like, a good angle to get up here. Because I just need to get more height. There's some pretty solid stuff in that PC Gamer Show. Yeah. I actually really like the visual style of that game. It almost looks like a diorama in a cool way. It looks kind of tilt-shifted. But just, like, everything about the way that it was presented narratively is, like, the most generic. Oh, there's conflict and there is an old king. Stop it. Unless there's a funny little goblin man, I don't care about your fantasy game. That's my new rule. Ooh, what's over there? I wish there were binoculars in this game. I would love to be able to get up someplace and then kind of like peer around a little bit. I wonder if this is high enough. Oh, there's like a... I wonder if I can get onto those little, like, cup things on these spires. Let's find out. Yeah, it's a really bad name. War Tales. Right? It's like, literally, like, the least name. Like, Battle Brothers is a bad name, but I remember Battle Brothers because it's bad in a way that's really stupid, as opposed to completely bland, right? Like, War Tales sounds like a work in progress name. If it was like Project War Tales, like, maybe, but, oh. Alright, wonder if we can fly from here. Yeah, we should be able to make that, right? I'll even remember to flap my wings this time. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm paying more attention this year, but I feel like video game names are at an all-time low in 2021. It's rough out there for naming video games. Yeah, this should work. We seem plenty high enough to get over there now. Oh, here we go. I think it's very lame that this mountain did not have collision, because I would expect from the way that this game is built to be able to, like, fly into the side of it and then climb up. That's a kind of unfortunate inconsistency in stuff here. I wonder if the collision was just too complicated because of how pointy it is, which, like, hey, I get it. Fair. Yeah, Citizen Sleeper looked really cool. I did not realize that's by the same people who made In Other Waters, which I only played a little bit, but was also really, really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Citizen Sleeper. That Twee Crusader Kings game looks alright. It'll probably be, much like any management sim, right? I will probably play that game and be like, I could just play Crusader Kings. But I'll probably play for a little bit and enjoy it well enough. In the same way that I do with, you know, your Dwarf Fortress clones. Alright, here we go. Eldest Souls! Eldest Souls might be the worst one. Especially in a year where Elden Ring was announced. There's like a weird split in the middle of that tower. It's interesting. What else was there? There was war cry challenges. That's pretty bad. I did download the Sable demo, though. I'm looking forward to trying that out. That game looks cool. It's mysterious in here. Oh, commune with the tenet of innovation. Absolutely. I would love to do that. Hold on, I have to rotate the camera so my cursor is in the window. Voice of Corvidae emits from the slab. Innovation and growth are the cornerstones of our world. We must adapt to the world as it changes and leave behind the vestigial to make way for the triumphant future. That sounds scary. As a member of the Corvid's chosen brood and the pinnacle of society, the burden of the future lies on your shoulders. Within this tower where only we are permitted is where we build that future. Free from the restraints of this dying world, the best of us will live on to spread the tenets of Corvid's social order among the stars. Approach the counterpart of this slab in our temple to return here. Social order is eternal. Long live the Corvidae. The people we know this is what they were building, working them to the bone just to be left behind as vestigial. Were all the Corvidae so cruel? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Elder Scrolls totally does. It sounds like a game that you would see advertised between courses on Duolingo. Okay, so this is interesting. So we were told to bring our thing to this temple, at which point we were basically told, like, hey, our evil ancestors want to destroy the world and go to space. Which, you know, not my favorite thing to do. So, I'm not going to do that. Maybe we'll find somebody to talk to about it. Because it said to bring the astrolabe to the other tower or whatever, or to the temple, which I assume is that starting location. And I'm curious if that's like an end state, right? If that's like the, oh, you decided to do the fucked up thing ending, or if that is plot progression. But we'll fly around a little bit more first. I want to go to that windmill. That windmill looks pretty good. I'm trying to think of other things that I like to see. Oh, I really want to... I've said this before, but I think I'm going to get Chernobylite when I get paid on Wednesday, because I was reading about the game, and it looks really cool. And it also seems like it'd be fun to stream. Because the thing that I did not realize about Chernobylite is that it's not a stalker, exactly. And I feel like they should do a better job of selling this. It's actually mission-based, so the structure is that you have your, like, base, and then every day you go out on a mission to gain supplies and stuff in the masks where you do stalker stuff, and then you come back to your base and like upgrade things and then go out on more missions, which seems like kind of a cool structure for one of those stalker likes. Or maybe it's a stalker light in that case. Come on. No. There we go. I wonder if there's anything up here. Climbing. Ooh, alright, that might be the end of my rope. Yeah, that's fine. I want to go over that windmill. It looks like there's something down there under the clouds, which is interesting. Oh, look at that sunrise. Ooh. There's the sun. Oh, beautiful. I really like this game's look. It's real good. Love to have a 6-pixel horizon. I hope we get some more cool stuff at the Indie Games Showcase at 3. I feel like there's a... Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I feel like there's a much higher indie presence through this than there has been at E3 in the past, which is maybe an advantage of it being streaming and also everybody dropping out. But it's good to see. Yep. Yeah, totally. A lot of empty holes. I mean, Sony's not there, right? Like, that's a huge empty space that you have to fill with things. And there's only so many useless Verizon streams out there. I assume the Verizon stream is useless. There is no... Yeah, there's no EA. There is Take-Two, though. Take-Two are Take-Two owned by EA? I don't actually remember. No, they're owned by Activision. Yeah, I guess there isn't any EA. Oh, shit. Okay, I can't open doors. Oh, a little deserted around here. Used to be a pretty chill village before they built up all these houses. A little dense for my taste, and I guess everyone else's too. Bittersweet that, with the way things are these days. People won't live where they choose, but few will choose a place like this. I do want to live in the windmill town. Are you kidding? This is way better than where I live. I live in a place where everything's packed together, but we don't even have a cool windmill. Let's head up there. Look at that. Yep. Oh yeah, 100% real. I guess that's not necessarily unusual for me, but like this year especially, it really feels like, again, understandably, because you know, a lot of stuff happened last year. The game wells, especially the AAA game wells, are very dry. And everything that does look cool from more AAA studios are like, that game's coming out in 30 years, right? Oh, Starfield's coming out in September next year. Maybe, probably not. Like, whatever. It's a little creepy now that I'm here. Oh, there's a person. No Sven at E3. You're right. Can I talk to you? Nope. Every time. Hold on, I have to bring OBS back up now. I wish that game was a little bit cheaper. Oh, there's a telescope. Oh, and interact is F. Alright, that's good to know. Come back. Yeah, Chivalry 2 is a game that I would like to play. I don't know that I want to pay 30 to... Maybe I can't talk to you. I don't know that I want to pay $30 to $40 for it, unfortunately, because it seems cool, but... Yeah, totally. I guess Microsoft's plan has worked, because now when a multiplayer game comes out and it's not on Game Pass, I'm like, well, I'm not going to play this then. Why is it on Game Pass? So really, I'm the fool. I've been hoodwinked by capitalism. Lips everywhere. Oh, there's some people over here. What's up? No. Interact is F, but whoa, sorry. Might pop the astrolabe once we get onto this little farm here, zoom back to the temple and see what happens when we do stuff there. Then I may... Hey, yeah, you got stuff to say. Lots of folks dread being assigned the physical duties like these, but I'm always the first to sign up for the farm here. Something relaxing about the monotony, plus it's a great workout. That's true. Hey, listen. Listen. Farming? Wow, you're really short. Farming is good. I think I am the only crow in town, right? Ooh. Oh, now this looks like Riven. This is Riven to me. Is that a house? Upside down on this bottom of that? That seems like a terrible place to live. Can I open doors? No. There's a lot to, like, the world design here. I keep, again, like, good Breath of the Wild influence, right? You go to a place, and then you look up, and you're like, wow, there's another place over there! And then you go there, and then you just keep doing that, and that's a video game. Because, like, now I just climbed up here, and I noticed that there's all this... Whoa, sorry. There's all this, like, temple stuff up here. Maybe that's the temple I'm supposed to go to. I wonder if I'll be able to climb that mountain, or if I'll face through it like the last mountain I tried to climb. Is that a hot air balloon? That's like a little airship. I would like to live here. No, that maybe that is the lighthouse. Okay, yeah, that is where we started. But there's a bunch of stuff over here too. Interesting. Can you fly me up there? Look at these guys. You're not birds. You're little mouse dudes. Want to go up? Oh. Alright. Not a bird confirmed. So is this the temple that I was supposed to use the thing in? Or elsewhere? Bet it's wait. Say that again. Hold on. No? Okay. I skipped through it because I thought it was the same dialogue, but I think that was actually a new dialogue option. Doing climbing stuff. Fairly close to the hour mark here. In a little bit, I may swap over to look at either the Sable demo, because I'm curious what that game is, and it just is out now, or Soul Searching, which is that narrative survival game or whatever that was in the bundles. That looked pretty interesting. One or the other. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to try to get all the way up here. So we're going to hop off here, fly over there. Yeah, okay, we can get high enough. Climb up here. Oh, I'm in stamina. I wonder if you can increase your stamina somehow, or if it is purely this. I'm going to go over here so that if I need to, I can jump off onto there and then try again. Might not need to, though. Come on. Stop limiting me with your little lips. I can't just climb the side of this, can I? Last time I tried to climb a mountain, I fell through it. Okay, that's easier. A classic Breath of the Wild trick here and just wedge myself here until my stamina recovers. Uh-oh. I didn't like that. Alright, well. I tried. I'm sure there's a way to go around, or even just... Alright, hold on, one more thing. I'm gonna fly over there. I think I'll be able to land on this bridge. Yeah, this is easier. I don't want to go up there anyway. Alright, once we get in here and see if I can end the world, or what have you, I'll probably call it here. I see Skelly said he was going to stream Chicory, not Hickory, Chicory, and I do want to see that game, so maybe I will actually end the stream after I'm done here and watch him play Chicory, because that game also looks cool, unless folks here really want to see Sable or Soul Searching, but I can always come back with those as well. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, you're probably right, Hexa, right? Because it's a mirror thing, right? So it probably has to do the old reflect off a thing at another. This is like that boss from Mario Sunshine. That's like a spotlight too, so I wonder if I have to turn it on somehow. Was this the way that came up, or is this a... Okay, this is not. I will say, since we are probably wrapping up here in a minute for this game at least, this game is really cool. I really like this game. It is like definitely like clunky, right, or kind of janky, as I'm sure you can tell from watching it, which, like, honestly, you know, Breath of the Wild is... And oh, I'm being auto-controlled. Hold on one second. Attune the astrolabe at the 7 sites of Corvid's tenets. Use the astrolabe to return here at will. Oh, okay, so now I have the actual quest, is that I have to bring the astrolabe to 7 spots across the world. So now I know what I'm actually supposed to be doing, as opposed to just, you know, goofing around. Oh, and this is each of them's. Okay, so it's a clue for each of them. So this is like almost Shadow of the Colossus-y now, which is cool. You know, definitely shared DNA between Shadow of the Colossus and Breath of the Wild, obviously. And that's good. I am all right with cutting that difference. Anyway, as I was saying, I think this game is really cool. It's definitely quite clunky in its like climbing and flying, which honestly, the only game that I can think of that's really pulled that off is Breath of the Wild, which is, you know, a game made by Nintendo. So I can't hold that against this game trying for this, even if it feels a little weird, because it's hard to do that, especially climbing. Like, there's so much wild stuff going on with physics and collision and everything. the fact that it's pretty functional is alone pretty impressive. But I think this game is real cool, especially I think for this playing it in this way, funnily enough, for streaming it or something, because it works really well. Yes, exactly. Itch games should feel weird. You want it to be a little janky and clunky, because like otherwise just play Breath of the Wild. And I think this game works really well for playing it in this context, because it works as almost an ambient game, right? It's the kind of game that if I were playing it by myself, I would maybe listen to a podcast or listen to music or something, because it is really good as a thing that you're doing that is like occupying, and there's a lot of really good environmental design, but it is also not really deeply attention grabbing, right? It's cool to just sort of play this and explore this world while talking to people. Yeah, and it looks really good. That's the other thing about this game, is that like look at this. The environments in this game look good as hell. It's really impressive. It does kind of the same thing that I say about Kenshi, although obviously in a very different context, is that it's very lo-fi, obviously, in the sort of like individual elements that are making up the game world, but it uses that to achieve this incredible sense of scale that you kind of can't do, or at least can't do on a low budget as an indie dev with more detailed graphics, right? Like, all of this, like this huge expansive world with these forests in the distance and the big crazy tree and everything, like that is allowed by this kind of really lo-fi production, which I think is really, really cool. Like, it looks really good, and that's so key to this kind of game, because like if the world is bad to interact with, then this game is nothing. So yeah, it's real cool. I'll probably come back to this game. I might honestly stream it again if I feel like doing sort of a pseudo just chatting stream, right? Maybe I'll stream it at the end of E3, and we can recap as I fly around and destroy the world? ? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the temple, and then I'll... Oh, Skelly isn't streaming for an hour? All right. Well, in that case, I'll just play the next game. Let me ask in the chat, then, while I'm kind of dicking around in here. Does anyone have any preference on whether you would like to see Soul Searching or Sable? Because I have both of those downloaded, so I would be glad to play either of those if there's one that somebody's particularly curious about. Let's see. Until then, I'm just going to be climbing on stuff. I probably should have looked at those clues. Uh-oh. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, fair enough. I'll probably pull up Soul Searching then, because that's the Itch.io game. Oh, hello! Look at this cool guy. Yo, this temple is holding up pretty well considering its abandonment. Maybe there is something to this whole pilgrimage thing. Uh-huh. Alright. I'll pull up Soul Searching then, because I feel like Sable... Where did the menu go? There it is. Alright, I'm going to leave the feed live, but I'm just going to take down game capture for a second while I pull up Soul Searching. I don't have any cool interstitial art like Joku, because I didn't commission Skelly for it. I'm looking forward to... Oh, it's loud. I'm looking forward to playing Sable, though. That game looks really neat. I would love to see more Mobius-inspired aesthetics in video games, because Mobius is cool. Hopefully this works. I did not test this with OBS like I did with Commune Corvidae. Alright, looks good. Oh, that's really loud. Hold on. It's hard to tell right now because there's just little boopy boop sounds on the menu. But looking at the levels, that looks alright. Alright, hold on one second. Let me pull, because this game has a trigger warning, so let me make sure I read that off. It's not anything super intense, I don't think, but I always like to put that stuff up when I can. Alright, content for Soul Searching. Where is it? Includes. Okay. So, deals with themes like isolation, searching for meaning and direction, leading to depression, and suicidal thoughts. So that's the content we're in for this game, FYI. Otherwise, I don't know very much about it, except that it's like going on a boat doing survival stuff. So I'm curious what that means in the context of like an emotional indie game about depression, right? Oh, that's cute. Having character creation in a game that looks like this is really cute. I like it. It's funny. Is that light pink? Am I that colorblind? That looks like yellow to me. Main color, terrible. I think I'm just a little person. Yeah, I've got like an arm here and an arm here. And then I think this is my head or face. There are a lot of colors here. We'll go with that. Yeah, see, this is my eye. My big eye. Individual colored arms. Yes, it is. Let me know if that audio is good. It's a little loud in my headphones, but it shouldn't be too bad. No? Uh-oh. Okay. Whew! Here you are. I missed you so much. Have you seen any dragons? I'm really jealous of you. You get to see the world like I'll never be able to. You've been traveling for so long, running away from what? From responsibilities? From people? From yourself? I'm still here. You couldn't run away from me. I told you. I'm guessing you'll be on your way. Your adventure is not over yet. That's okay. I'll be waiting. Go. Alright. Yeah, so we can click to move as well. And we space to interact with things. Alright, there's mouse wheel to zoom. Kind of look like, I hate that this is what my mind is going to, but I really cannot not see one of the Among Us guys in this player character. I can't shoot, I can only push. I could just annoy these little lizard guys. Is there like an... I'm sure I'll unlock the dual Gatling guns at some point though. Then I'll come back here. Oh, interesting. Do I hold? Okay, I hold. Can I steer? Oh! Interesting. Oh my god. Still searching. I just got zooped. Zooped over here. Why do you have to go? I don't understand. Do you feel like you have to? Traditions are for losers. Stay here with us. You already made up your mind, didn't you? Oh well, hope you come back soon. She's still glowing. Do I have to talk to her again? Hey, dumbass. You still here? Thought you'd be gone by now. Going to soul searching because you think you're better than us? Whatever, I don't care. Anyway, don't forget to bring me a gift after you come back from your little trip. Gotcha. So we're going on a little emotional pilgrimage / long dark night of the soul. You know how it is. You're really going, huh? This village hasn't seen a soul searcher in 20 years. I'm sure you'll be one. I'm proud of you, my child. I know you have it in you. My child, please be safe out there. I said this before, but don't feel any pressure to be adventurous. Get back here when you feel like it. I'll miss you so much. Love you. Very cute. I wonder if... Because she said, come back here at any point. I wonder if I can? Like, if I can just turn around to end the game? Would be interesting. This is the story mode for this game, and this game also has a... Oh. You're a soul searcher, and I'm your other half. Oh, I see. So it's Celeste. You might say that I'm the broken part. The truth is, I'm the only part of us that's not broken. What are you trying to escape from? What do you think you'll find out? You'll be very disappointed. I'll be watching you when you're dying, and I'll live on. You look quite tired already. Why don't you sleep a little? No. Oh, okay. I got stats now. Alright. As I was saying, this is the story mode of this game. It also has a like procedurally generated multiplayer co-op mode, which is kind of cool, where it just generates islands that you can go to with your friends. And then there's also something on the menu called short stories, and I don't know if that's like literal short stories like text, or if it's little missions or something. I'm also curious how much of this is procedural. Hey, who are you? You're one of the young people trying to be soul searchers, aren't you? If you ask me, you're just asking to be dead. You never know. Maybe we'll bury you here on this island. Don't mind me, I'm just joking. Kinda. I'm just an old guy guarding this graveyard. From who? I can't remember. Hey, you'll need clean water and food on your journey. If you need help on that, you can take a bucket from me. And there should be some fruits you can pick up around here somewhere. Man, been a while since I talked to anybody. I don't know why you don't talk at all. I guess you're not supposed to talk while soul searching. I hope I'm not seeing things again. You're real, right? Oh, you can't just sail away blindly. Take my map. I have another one in the house. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Okay. So those are graves. I should probably take more. Or maybe I can't. No fruits for me. Can I go in the house? The truth is out there. Search for it. One will remember you. Just regular gravestone stuff. You realize someone you couldn't save. Alright. What's that? I like that this kind of stuff is just physical on the boat. It's cool. Okay. Presumably over here. This is where we want to go. Alright, we are at Graveyard. There's a little island down there in the bottom right. So we'll want to go kind of northwest. I had to visualize a compass in my mind to remember which direction that is and head to Green Island. And there's obviously a pretty linear chain of areas here. What's the areas of sharpness? That's water. I assume that's food. I'll eat one now. Yeah. Can I go back? Okay. There we go. Just need to turn around. Ah! I hate rafts. I hope I can get a cool boat. And what's that? Oh, I found some gold. Yeah, I hate rafts is definitely the Valheim motto. Oh no, how do I get back on? Oh, there's my little, like the little pool staircase. There we go. Yeah, that should be... Keep pressing escape instinctively. That should be a good direction, I think. Oh, it's okay. It's far. Should probably be picking up that gold, but getting out of the raft and then getting back in is sort of annoying. We're zooming. I feel like I might be at too sharp of an angle. Oh, it's raining. Oh, no, actually we're on a pretty great angle right here. Drink some water. Why is the ocean on fire? That's not how lightning works. That's probably fine. I'm sure that it's okay. Okay, great. There we go. Alright. Another look and see at the map. Alright, we're pretty much right there. Green Island. Here we go. The vibe of this game reminds me somewhat of Horizon's Gate. Buy a pair of oars. They don't fit my current boat, but that means I can get more boats, which is good. Horizon's Gate was a really cool game. That was a game that I got onto with a combination of hearing about it on Waypoint and hearing about Robert Yang talk about it. It's a like open world seafaring tactical RPG, sort of like if Sid Meier's Pirates was a JRPG. I thought that game was real neat. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff I could buy here if I'd had a different boat, which is neat. My father told me he once saw a dragon flying, so whenever I watch the sea, I look for dragons, but maybe he was wrong about what he saw. I wish we could be sure. I don't like mysteries, and I really want to see a dragon. Kind of an Earthsea energy. Are you a soul searcher? I've heard you guys can fly, is that true? Whatever you say, won't believe it until I see it. Oh God, please fly. I know you can get magic spells in this game, so if there's a fly spell, I'll be back. This piece of map laying around. It's just my grandma is dead. Don't assume he's alive just because I said he's old. Just saying, take it if you want, I don't care. That's interesting. I wonder what that is. Oh. Ah, yes! Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh, I have to hold. Okay. I'm excited about this. I have a better boat now. That engine. Now I wish I had collected all that gold so I could buy an engine. Oh. That bartender is something, huh? I'd love to spend a night with that. Hahaha. Can I get you something? I've got 1 gold. Where you're heading from here? Not feeling very talky today, huh? That's okay. I always wanted to be more silent, actually. But I can never get myself to actually stop talking for good. Besides, I've got this place to serve people. I must be talky. I did not have enough for a drink. Hello? What are you looking at? Do you need anything? Nothing? Alright then. Let's see, did I already talk to you? No. Thirst alert. I should have screen capped that. That probably would have had multiple applications in the future. There's a time dragons and humans lived together, but then dragons flew to distant lands and never came back. Ew, this is very Earthsea. Now dragons are rarely seen by human eyes, and the world is now full of people who are skeptical. They don't even believe that dragons exist. What fools they are. Fishing rod. I need money. Oh, hold on one second. I don't know where they went. They knocked on my door and started to unlock the door. And I was like, hold on, give me a minute. And then I opened the door and they were gone. They vanished. I walked up and down the hall and I was like, where did they go? You knocked on my door and were like, hey, let us in to fix your air conditioner. And then I did. And you vanished like mist on the morning wind. So because it's how these things usually work, I'm sure as soon as I start again, they'll knock on my door again. In which case, I'll probably end the stream because we're getting a little bit close to... I mean, not super close, but close-ish to 3, at which point the indie game stream starts, but yeah. I think they're here to fix the mysterious trip in my air conditioner, hopefully. Anyway, until then. Humankind once believed that there were souls walking among us and that only true soul searchers could see them. I see no reason for that not to be true. Where would we go when we die? Would God create a whole nother world just for dead people? Seems unlikely to me. I think when I die, my soul will stay on Earth and only talk to soul searchers, as they are the only ones who are brave enough to see the truth. Is that Oh, sick. Okay. So we've got 10 gold. Yes. Oh, no, that's just to sell the boat. That's right. So we've got 10 gold. There are a few things that we can buy here. Actually, there's a lot we can buy here. Jeez. Fill up our water. A window rose. Don't know what that is, but it doesn't seem like we can buy it. Pair of oars don't fit. I already have oars anyway. Binoculars don't fit my... I don't think binoculars fit my boat. Bucket won't fit. Ladder won't fit. Oh, you have something to say to me. Oh, you're the fishing rod. Yeah, I should probably buy fishing rod. I already have a sleeping bag. Let me see if I can buy that engine, though, because that would also be nice. No. Ah. Alright, well, I'll buy the fishing rod. Alright, I don't think there's much else to do on this island, but we will mark... Oh, I forgot there's not a map button. I just have to go back up to my boat. We'll mark this island because there's a good store here with a pretty decent amount of stuff on it. Oh, there's the map. Oh, look at all these little islands. Yeah, so Green Island, you can buy a engine here is the main thing, but also some other stuff. We're okay on hunger and thirst. Let's go ahead and sleep while we're here. It reminds me... Oh, I think the boat's backwards, folks. It actually reminds me a little bit of Ultima, like 7, right? Those Ultima games. Just because of the perspective. Although those games aren't quite top-down, they're like crazy... like we filmed it isometric and then reversed the camera angle. But it gives me that kind of vibe, right? Of that era of like CRPGs. But other than that, I can't think of anything on the top of my head. As I said, it reminds me of Horizon's Gate quite a bit as well, but... Should probably try fishing here at some point. Wonder... Well, now I'm really curious what you're thinking of. Oh. Whoa! Cool. I like this guy. I don't like this guy anymore. Ah! Big Bird is not a friend. How do I press the space to get... Oh, okay. Oh, there's a bunch of fish over here, so let's try fishing. Whoa. This means it's a JRPG. Honestly, shout out to this incredibly simple fishing minigame. I'm glad that it's not more than this, because I got the fishing pole and I was like, oh, you're gonna make me fish. But actually, it's fine. Alright, let's head to Busy Island. Angle a little bit. Oh, a little bit this way. Oh, this is how it's going to be, huh? I see. I have a recurring nightmare. I had it again just now. I was killing my mother. I cut her throat. Blood spills on my hands. When I see my hands, I start crying. That's a really awful sound. Crying like a baby, yelling for her not to leave me. Each time I have this dream, I hate myself. I want to die. I want it all to end. I can't take it. I really can't. I hate calling this line. I hate speaking with you. But I promised a friend I'd do so. Yeah, I'm taking pills. They're not working. Can't afford that. My job doesn't pay very well. Okay. Now I see what this... So this is the thing that I was wondering, right? And I mean, I guess this is still an open question, but I feel like that scene, which kind of lays out the hand to a degree, at least my assumption, right, is there are two types of game that this could be, right? Is it this is a sad story, like a sad fantasy story game, or is it this is a metaphor for real life depression game, right? Like, those are the two directions of a melancholy indie game. Oh, I'm way... Okay. And I think that scene shows that this game is the latter, right? Which I have complicated feelings about. But, I mean, I'll see how it goes. Not gonna go for too much longer here. I do appreciate that content warning, though, because, fuck. Yeah, I don't... That's nice. No. Come on. Oh, it's playing scary music again. Oh, God. Ah! Being attacked by crows. Get out of here. Get closer. Oh, it seems like it's maybe the same thing at every shop. That's good to know. Okay. Can you give me 5 fish or fruits in exchange for 5 gold? Sorry, I got attacked by crows. I'm a superhero. Everyone thinks I'm a regular guy, but at night I fight with depression. Alright. I get it. I get it. Video game. I've played video games before. I know what a depression metaphor is. Everything is so gray. We're the generation that finds no meaning in life and is proud of it. Alright. Lost our baby while I was giving birth to her. This is not fair. There's nothing sadder than a baby more dead. We're trying for another baby. It's the only way I'll stay sane. Alright. Hey there, welcome. Where you're heading from here? Oh, is this is the same dialogue as the other bartender? No. The city has been trying to lower down the suicide rate. It's quite disturbing. We're wealthy, we're well educated. For some reason, unknown reason, people are killing themselves. It's staying indoors, it's always dark. The air here is just filthy and terrible. You used it in time, but sometimes you ask yourself, am I supposed to get used to this? Maybe I could just sail away and find a nicer place to live. It's dangerous out there. Pretty scary stuff. Even though I get sad, it's pretty comfortable living here. I guess everyone has their run away from home fantasies. Hi, Boris. I'm probably going to be wrapping up here in just a minute, but I'm happy that you swung by. Because it's... I want to watch the indie game stream at 3, and also Skelly's streaming Chicory. Also, I have arrived at complicated feelings about what this game is going for. So I will probably cut it here, or in a minute here. Another map piece, and that is a person. Oh, sorry, I already took it. That's a weird looking boat. It's a circle. I'm gonna grind some gold. I'm gonna cut it in a little bit here, but so, as far as this game, I don't know what to make of this game yet. And I will probably play it on my own. Play the rest of the story mode on my own. I don't think I will stream it, only because it seems like it could go to some pretty upsetting places, and I don't necessarily want to stream a game that is, like, that bleak, just because that's not super fun. The way that it seems like it is going tonally, I really feel like it could go either way, right? Because, like, I mean, you can absolutely, obviously, of course, right, like, meaningful and valid stories about, like, depression and suicidal ideation and whatnot. But it's also laying it on very thick all of a sudden. Like, as soon as the last 5 minutes of this game happened, it was just like, okay, I get it. Like, and, you know, maybe that's insensitive in a sense, in that, like, that's what depression is, right? And I'm not saying, like, stop talking about your depression. But, like, as a story, right, like, as an art object, there's also a degree to which it's like, I understand that everybody is sad and that depression is sad. I too, me, same, but I don't know that I'm getting that much, like, tonally out of talking to a lady and being like, I'm sad because my baby died, right? That just, it feels a little too heavy-handed for me, tonally. Yeah. But, I mean, that said, like... No, that's totally valid, Hexa. And, like, that's the thing, is that, like... I want to see... because it is, like, that it is a metaphor, right? Like, and that 100%. And that's why I'm really curious how it pulls it off for the rest of this game, because I think it absolutely could pull it off, or it absolutely couldn't, right? Just from where it's gone so far. And I'm curious to see. I just don't know that I'm going to stream it, just because I don't necessarily want to stream something that is, like, that harrowing, you know? Especially if it involves, like, a lot of text that I have to read. But I will definitely play it, because it could definitely do something really interesting. I'm just curious how it kind of turns out. Also, I really like that the buttons make these little boop sounds when you click on them. So I'll probably, I think it's only a few hours long, so I will probably play the rest of it over the next couple of days and then report back on how I feel about it. But I will say one more thing, as I'm walking around here. I am glad that this game and indie devs in general are thinking of new ways of doing like emotional stories or emotional metaphors that aren't walking sims or light adventure games, right? Thinking through the ways that you can use gameplay archetypes narratively or emotionally, right? Because, like, as you said, Hexa, right, it's a metaphor about carrying on presumably. I mean, maybe it'll subvert it somehow, I guess. But like, it's clearly setting up a metaphor about like the need to persevere on, right? And about how like that's kind of isolating, but you also have to do it, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here so far. And like telling that through a survival game where that is like literally what you're doing, as opposed to just through like a walking sim where you walk around and people tell you sad things, I think is really smart. I think that's a really good way of doing that. So, you know, as I said, I am definitely intrigued by where this game is going. I'm very curious about how it kind of pulls off what it's going for. I just don't know that I want to stream more of it because it is heavier than I expected it to be, even from that content warning. But I'm definitely curious. Also, I'm scared that the maintenance people will just magically show up again. Let me pop back to the menu here. Yeah, so there's the random mode with 1 to 4 players, and I believe that's just like purely a like gameplay survival thing, which is kind of interesting. And there's also this. And it looks like these are maybe just like little mini games, which is kind of cool. Oh, hello. I'm a dragon. This is how I look. Listen, I'm going to show you some things. It might make little sense at first, and that might continue until the end. When you go on with your life, also you might feel similar things about your own life. But what I know, I'm a dragon. I've only been alive for thousands of years. Do not let them tell you who you are. Don't let them make you do things. You are the one who gets to define you. For the purposes of this presentation, you'll control a straight male character. That is only a means to an end. Don't let that ruin your immersion. I said don't let that ruin your immersion. Sorry, my hands are tied. It will inherently. This is not what I expected this to be. And I am intrigued. Hey, dude, it's me, your car. I'll let you ride me, but you have to promise, okay? You have to promise you'll do what you mean to do. I trust you, buddy, but you need to put a smile on that face. Stop being so repulsive. Let's go. That's true. I think from what the itch.io page said, like I believe this is like a personal game for the developers. I think they're talking about their own experiences, which I assume is why that distinction comes up. But it is kind of funny that they're like, hey, you're gonna play as like a straight cis man, and then you become a blank outline. This is like a Jack King Spooner game. Yeah, now it's an itch game, right? Okay. Hold on. Oh, I'm not going to go through all these right now. I just wanted to check that out. Huh. Well, now I'm very intrigued, because that was not what I expected that to be. That's really interesting. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that was really cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream there, because if I pull up Sable, it would only be for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, so I think the timing makes out. I'm gonna finish playing this game, and then I will post about it in the user reviews on the Discord. because I don't know that I want, as I said, I don't know that I want to stream it, just in terms of like emotional bleakness, not really fitting that streamer context. But I am really curious to see where it's going and what it's doing and how it pulls off the thing that it's going for. I'm very curious about those short stories too, just because that was not like the thing that I expected this game to go for. So that was pretty interesting. Anyway, I think both of those games are really cool. So that was Commune, Corvidae, and Soul Searching, about being a crow and being sad. The two states of people. Thank you for watching. This was real fun. As I said, I plan to continually do these sort of bundle streams until the day I die, because I have 600 games on that list. There you go. Split the difference. But yeah, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the flip side. Yeah, I'm excited too. It'll be fun. All right, bye.